Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Defend Our Position on Alien Isolation chat. A game that I think me and Jack both fucking hated.
Yeah,
I don't understand the love for this game.
that's the real thing.
I mean, we avoided looking at reviews for this game, and then
Mhm.
we played the game, and I knew I hated it, and I texted you at some point because we played this game alone. We didn't do like the group play in the room like we usually do because we know it's a horror game and we wanted to give it a chance as a horror game. So we took the game home, played it in a dark room by ourselves individually, and like 10 hours in the game, I just texted Jack, and I think my text was bored, and Jack knew exactly what I was talking about.
Hold on, I'm just hearing you say bored. Okay, great. I think our levels are now about equal. It's true. It's really true. But that's the thing that people should know. And that was a little boring section of the video, but I kept it in to make sure that people understood that we really did give this game a real chance. Uh, and it was still as bad as we thought it was going to be.
Well, I mean, I didn't even think it was going to be bad, Jed. I did not have that bias. I'm like, oh, they're doing something weird. I don't know. I actually thought to myself, I don't know how they're going to pull this off over a full game.
Mhm.
Why, just dodging one alien. You think that would get old sooner or later, but I was curious to see what they had. I honestly gave that a shot.
You gave
I
it a
gave it a
shot?
shot. I gave it a shot, and
Yeah.
I did not have the. I actually did not expect to hate it.
And you know what? I think I misspoke. I
I
think I.
expected to think it would go on too long, and it
Mhm.
did. But even just the short experience dodging the alien, even if it were shorter, I wouldn't have loved
Sure.
the game.
Sure. No, and you know, this was a part of the I'm turning up my microphone now for everyone who says I'm slightly quieter than Rich. Um this was a part of the review that I edited out, which was that I was expecting mediocrity, much like Titanfall.
Mhm.
I was expecting a perfectly competent yet slightly boring game. That's what I assume all AAA titles are, is perfectly competent but slightly boring. And then we got Alien Isolation.
That's true lately. It
Hmm.
is true lately, but that's not always true, and that's not always been true. There've been some great AAA games. I don't hate AAA games. I hate bad ones, and lately that's been most of them.
I don't hate AAA games. I hate bad ones.
It's
That's the
like
way to
it's
do
like
it.
AAA games. They got to the point of cover-based third-person shooter, and they got stuck in that cover-based third-person shooter molasses.
Hmm.
Because that's the game portion of the Uncharted, right? It's just third-person shooter mixed with Tomb Raider.
Yeah, yeah. All the game of the Uncharted series is a pretty basic shooter, and then some climbing. Like, I don't even know if you want to call it platforming. There's some like quick time button press climbing, and but it's mostly just a shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my point
Yeah.
is, I did not have like a heavy bias that I was going to hate this game. I really didn't.
I agree.
I
I'm with
hated
you.
this game because it was truly a miserable experience.
Well, and that's why I really wanted to harp on the story so much, because that's the game was so simple. All we had was story. And that story was one of the dumbest experiences I've ever encountered in anything, in movies, books, video games. It was.
For that game to work, you would have really have absolutely needed to be immersed in the game
Mhm.
and the environment, and that never happens. You constantly run into the goofy locked doors. There's 8 different types of locked door in one room, and oh, video game. I'm gonna have to come back here later after I find the key item. You're constantly being taken out of the game by that kind of shit. That
Mhm.
door opening shit. That door opening mini game shit. Oh god, I'm getting worked up again.
That's okay. You know what? That's okay. And by the way, I guess, yeah, I see someone talking about spoiler alerting the ending of Alien Isolation. We will, I'm sure, be talking about the ending of Alien Isolation, and I apologize, but it's gonna come up. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna turn on the game really quick, so it might get loud for a second. For those listening,
Are you playing Teleglitch more?
no, I'm not.
You gotta change. You have to change the name of the stream.
I did update the name of the stream.
It's on for me. It says live playing Teleglitch.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well. Well, there we go. How about that? Hold on. Technical difficulties.
Everyone loves the panties line. Well, it's like they set up a like an immersive thing where you're the character, and you know the door wakes up and that's you in the cryo chamber, not cryo chamber, the hypersleep chamber, whatever they call it, and then you start getting up and then you look down and you see your own body. It's like, oh, that's right, I'm a woman. And I saw, you know, I'm getting out of bed and I'm wearing panties, and I just said, oh, I'm wearing panties. I'm a girl.
Hold on. It's gonna get loud for a second.
Boy.
Hold on. We're gonna fix it.
All right.
There we go. We're gonna fix
Well,
this, everybody.
I've got the sound on the actual stream off, just so I can hear you without that weird echo. So.
Sure. No, and I'm turning the game volume way down. There we go. And you know what? I'm gonna turn it down over here as well. Give me a second.
All right.
Rich, would you give me a goddamn second?
Okay.
Rich, I'm serious. Give me a second.
1,000.
Okay. Now, Rich talk.
Yeah, I'm talking.
Rich
I'm talking.
talk, and I'm gonna talk with you, and I'm gonna listen to the stream. Hold on, with my earbud here. Okay, so I'm talking, you're talking.
Yes, I'm talking. Talking right now. Talking. We're talking. Talking.
Perfect. All right,
Okay.
everything sounds perfect. Everything sounds perfect. No, and I'm just gonna start playing Super Meat Boy here while we talk about Alien Isolation, just so we can have some video in the stream. But I mean, literally, yes, we. Oh,
But I mean, you're not being hunted in that game. It's not like the AI's tracking you.
right.
You know? I mean, it just decides every now and then to pop the monster out of a vent. It's not hunting you. It doesn't feel like it's hunting you. It feels like the game said, well, it's time for the alien to pop out. There he is. Jump in the cabinet and wait for him to go away. That's our game. Go hide in the cabinet instead of playing a game. The game will play itself while you wait. Isn't that fun?
Is it? You know what? Isn't it fun?
Look at this
right.
crazy fun you're having. Now hold R2, switch the right stick left, hold down X and square, and open the door.
Right?
That's the game. You got a lot more doors to open. Open some more doors, motherfucker. Here's the arrow. Go towards the door. Push the button. Now push that button. You played a game. Can you tell I hate that game?
I can.
Like
I can
a
indeed.
lot.
Like a lot. Oh no! And for those of you asking, I have played Super Meat Boy before. This is a new save. So, I have played Super Meat Boy before, and I love Super Meat Boy, but this is just a new save. So, that's why none of the levels are unlocked. Because I deleted all the game content a while back because I'm dumb. So. Come here, Band-Aid. In any case, yeah, it's the worst. I've been really enjoying reading the YouTube comments because I do read them because I moderate them. Oh, how do I do?
Yeah.
You
There's
know.
been less hate than I was actually expecting towards this.
Yeah.
More people than I thought have agreed.
Yes. Agree, you know what? I agree with that, and I do really appreciate all of those. Oh fuck! All
Well,
of
if
those
you
defending.
can, I mean, you can disagree with us too, as long as you're not an asshole about it. That's fine.
I don't know. That would take not being an asshole.
What I don't get are the comments that say you should only review a game if you're going to like it.
Yes. Oh my god.
That
Right.
that annoys me so much. You're not gonna like the game, you don't do the review.
Well,
Do it.
it's like, well, how do you know you're gonna like something unless you review it? I want to get this. Oh. Okay. Oh well. No, one of my favorites of recent. There has been a recent string of. We weren't playing it right, of course, but we weren't playing it right because we weren't playing it on hard difficulty. Because apparently, Rich, the developers meant for it to be played on hard difficulty.
Then you know what? Call normal easy, and make hard the normal difficulty. Because
Oh my god.
you'd think normal difficulty would be the difficulty that most people play the game at the first time they play the game. That's why it's called normal difficulty.
Yes.
I know. It just seems like a logical thing to do.
Hey, is that you, John Wayne? I just heard the what the fuck. Thanks for subscribing. We appreciate it. But yeah, that's the thing about normal difficulty. That's the normal. That's what you start with. That's the average. You know? If you intended the game to be on hard difficulty, then you're doing it wrong. Then make two difficulty options. Make normal and easy.
Yeah.
No, that's the dumbest argument is we
Yes.
played it wrong because we didn't play it on hard.
And I don't know, the difficulty's the problem. The fact is the game is boring.
Sure.
I don't know how the difficulty really changes that.
Well, you're
You're still spending 98% of your time finding and opening doors.
They were saying that because some of our complaints on the Alien AI would have been addressed if it was on. Hey.
Well, one of the major problems I have with the stealth though is the way you deal with the monster, the alien, just by hiding from it. If it can see you better, I mean, you're still hidden in a closet for 5 minutes, right?
Right. Oh, I agree with you. There we go. I'm trying to get an A+ on every level for anyone who just noticed or who is wondering why I was replaying.
And this is something I want to talk about too, because I mean, this kind of did get cut from the review. I saw one comment, said they do give you stealth tools. It's true, there is a whole crafting thing,
Yeah.
but and you like the way they did crafting and the menu and items.
Yeah, I did.
I did not, because it's so awkward to get at any item. By the time you pull it out, you're already dead by the alien.
And I liked that. Like,
But I mean, it kind of makes the items useless though if you can't take them out in time to use them.
but it's all part of what they were trying to do. You know, like they were trying to make a stealth game with stakes, and so like using those items should be like this using the items should have a consequence, right? Where it's like, oh, you're so scared of the alien and you could use this item, but it'll take time to use the item, so do you really want to do that? You know, that's what they were trying for. The problem, again, is that the alien was so derpy, and the story was so bad, and the game was so bland that we didn't care about, like, whether or not we use an item or not.
See, if it were like a normal stealth game where you actually had time to observe your environments and plan your next move, the items would have been perfectly useful, in my opinion. But the way the alien just randomly jumps down at you, you don't have time to get that shit ready ahead of time because you don't know the alien's gonna jump down at you. You're walking around, and you've got like a pistol out or something, and suddenly, the alien pops out behind you. You don't have time to find a closet to hide in, and you're just kind of fucked because you don't have time to go through your item menu, find the noisemaker, throw it the other way. I hate that game.
You should hate that game.
I didn't just have I didn't just find faults with it. I actively hate that game.
I think that's okay. Do here.
I let me tell you something about me. I'm a gaming pack rat. I am. I still have my copy of Super Mario Brothers somewhere. You know, the old NES cartridge. I don't think I've ever traded a game in, other than maybe like Pac-Man World 2. I think I traded in one of those. But I almost never trade in games. The day after we filmed the review, I went to GameStop and I traded in Alien Isolation and had them order the Metal Slug anthology for me. And I'm very happy with that trade.
Yeah. I'm failing as Captain Bitdrip here.
Alien Isolation, boredom simulator with aliens. No, you're wrong. Beyond Infinite, it is Door Open Simulator 2014.
Door Simulator 2014.
Door Open Simulator 2014.
It's so like it. You can't even call it a simulator because a simulator denotes some sort of game, you know. It's baby's first.
Not necessarily in a simulator. Simulator's like recreating the experience. A flight simulator tries to do it as accurately as it can.
Sure. Okay. You know what?
Give you controls to fly a plane and to recreate that experience. And Open Door Simulator, you know, it's the accurate experience of opening a door. And they got that. I got that fine. Killed me.
Kill.
I had to stop playing Alien Isolation every few hours just to get a round of FTL and
Sure, absolutely. There we go.
yeah, the android. Okay, somebody says where the android's creepy. At least the first 7 times you see one.
Sure.
There's throughout the whole game, and they look the same, and they get old real quick.
Oh yeah.
Rich, why do you think, I guess you can answer this too,
Sure.
he's addressing it to me, but
Okay.
why do you think most people have given a good review and enjoyed it, such as myself, while you hated it? What's the outlier? I have, see, that's fascinating to me. I have no idea. Because I played that, and I was just thinking to myself the whole time, there's no way anybody could like this.
Sure.
I have no idea if it's just nostalgia. I heard somebody say that they thought it might be because there was such hate for the Colonial Marines game that they needed to feel like there was an Alien game they liked. I don't know.
You know what? I've also seen that, and yes, I could definitely see, like, as compared to the Alien Space Marine game, yes, this is a fine game, you know. But it's like, that's not what it should be judged on. It should be judged on its own game.
Darth Mustard, despite your name, I'm happy I was able to bring you the joy of XCOM.
Nice. Rich does not like mustard. Oh, fuck.
No.
I have not completely A+ to Meat Boy. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm going to try to do that for this first level group, but
Yeah.
I've never completely A+ to Meat Boy. I love Meat Boy.
You're much better at this game than I am, by the way.
It's actually been a while since I've played it.
You've got that muscle memory going on.
I really do. I feel bad because I haven't played this. Oh, fuck. I haven't played it in so long, and I just saw. I follow Tommy Refines, the programmer for Super Meat Boy, on Twitter, and he just mentioned that. Ooh, oh fuck. He just mentioned that
He said, "Oh
tomorrow.
fuck."
He said, "Oh fuck." No, he mentioned that tomorrow is the 4-year anniversary. Oh fuck. Tomorrow is the
It's the
4-year.
anniversary of his fucking.
I mean, it could be. I'm sure. I'm sure at some point, right? He and Mrs. Meat.
Oh.
Uh, Tomorrow is the 4-year anniversary of Super Meat Boy being released, and it made me want. Oh, Jesus! It made me want to Jesus. It made me want to play the game, and I didn't know what I was gonna play anyway, so obviously I'm dying a lot,
It's okay.
and that's part of the game. Get out of there, meat. This is my favorite part of Super Meat Boy is you get a replay of all of your runs put together, and so you get to see all of your meats
Yeah.
die simultaneously, and I really like that.
With me, it's usually quite a lot of them. It is, yes.
Oh, sure. That's fine. Yeah, but speaking to like why people like the game, I have no idea. I cannot comprehend how anyone could enjoy the game, but I am not here to judge you. I'm here to judge the game. So if you like it, that's yours, you know. I'm okay with that. I'm not here to say you're dumb for liking it. I'm saying we like different things, and that's an okay thing.
Jack, do you mind if I take a break to give this guy some XCOM tactical advice?
You do what you feel like you have to do, Rich.
Darth Mustard has some tactical, questions about XCOM. He's having trouble at the Newfoundland mission.
Okay.
I guess I'll try not to spoil it. It's not a huge spoiler, but assaults are your friend. They do well against chrysalids. Also, I don't know what your guys are leveled at, but I've always found it helps to bring a in the zone sniper on that. Okay, that's it.
What is an
I'm sorry, Jack.
What's an in the zone sniper?
It's one of the power ups. The final level on your sniper. It's double tap, which means you'd shoot twice in one turn. Or you can take in the zone, which means if somebody's standing out in the open and you kill them, it's like a free shot. So you could technically kill as many aliens in one turn as you have bullets in your gun.
Oh.
And chrysalids are never considered to be in cover. So an in the zone sniper, if he's got a powerful enough sniper rifle to kill one outright, can wipe out every chrysalid on the screen.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's good to know. I think that's solid advice, not knowing whether that is solid advice or not. So, how about that? How about that? I'm trying to think of what the other like wonderful YouTube comments are.
Did you see the don't guy?
The don't guy?
I'm gonna have to dig through all of the fucking YouTube comments to find this guy. It's my favorite. It's my favorite comment we've ever gotten on a video ever.
Okay.
For all of Red Letter Media.
Wow.
I'm gonna look for it. You can play this Super Meat Boy.
Okay. Good, because I was planning on doing that no matter what.
Let's see. I'm gonna scroll down and see if I can find it. It's gonna be buried all the way at the bottom. I don't know.
Hey, Banjo Geek says it's his first time visiting the stream live, and he hopes it's as kick-ass as it is on YouTube. Prepare to be disappointed. But oh my god. Biscuit's playing with something. I hear him in the kitchen.
Oh god. Still have not been to your house since you've gotten that cat.
I know, you should come.
Oh god.
You should come to my house.
How many EpiPens do you have?
I don't have any, but you should have some. Oh, is this it? Is it don't play the game, uninstall it, you boring twats. Don't
Yes.
about stuff you don't like. Do
Don't
you
tell
know
about
lessons of life? Talk about stuff you don't. Talk about stuff you do like. Twats.
Yes. That is my favorite comment ever. Don't talk about stuff you don't like. Do you know lessons of life?
Do you know lessons of life? Is the question.
Jack, I want that. I want that engraved on my tombstone. Okay? Can you do that for me?
Don't
After I die, don't play the game. Uninstall it, you boring twats. Don't about stuff you don't like. Do you know lessons of life? Talk about stuff you like. Twats.
I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. Absolutely. I don't know if that whole thing will fit on a headstone, but I will. Do you know lessons of life? That's the question. Is do you know lessons of life? Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh,
Oh.
I never want to see that game ever again.
Yeah.
Ever again.
Oh, I, yeah, that was a rough one. That was an absolute rough one. And you know, I've talked to some people. I've had some back and forths on Twitter and on Steam chat and all that fun stuff. And it's just, you know, it was. And you know, like another thing that people have mentioned on the YouTube is like how we exaggerated it getting good reviews. And so I looked it up, and on Metacritic, it has like an 80-some%.
Yeah, that's good.
Those are good reviews, except for apparently IGN. IGN, who's my homie now.
Isn't that strange? I mean, IGN, they're like the of the biased AAA 99% review, aren't they?
I that's what I thought. Maybe Alien Isolation didn't pay up. I don't know.
Is that the box quote from IGN? Aliens Isolation didn't pay up.
Didn't
IGN.
pay the tabs. They didn't pay the tab. I don't know.
I'd give it like a 25.
Oh wow.
I hate that game.
It's super bad. All the time. It's super bad all the time. Is the thing.
They don't even get immersion right. People keep saying you're immersed in the world. You're constantly taken out of the immersion by the video gamey door shit.
Yeah. And it's hard to be immersed.
Follow the monitor to the next door. Well, I'm really in that world, aren't I?
Well, that's the real thing. Is it's hard to be immersed in a world when you have a magic box that tells you exactly where to go at all times. Where it's like I'm not exploring. I'm not finding this world for myself. I have a magic box that tells me exactly where to go, and then a screen prompt comes up and says, press this button to do a thing. That's not immersion. Immersion would mean I'm exploring for myself, and there wouldn't be a screen prompt. I would just know the button to press to open the door, right? It's the opposite of immersion. Every single time a little screen pops up and says, press the B button, that reminds you that you are playing a game and not involved in a world.
Yeah.
You dumb.
They do it because they want you to feel more immersed, but like every time you start doing something, like you lose control of the camera once she starts activating levers and whatnot.
Yep.
And that's supposed to make, like your head's moving with her head. It's supposed to make you feel more immersed, but it does the opposite. Every time I lose control of her, I feel just, disconnected for that instant.
Yeah, you're reminded that it's a video game. Absolutely.
Oh, I'm not in control anymore. Oh. And you can't say I don't like immersive games, because two of my fucking favorite games of all time, The Dark Project and Metal Age Thief. That's all atmosphere and immersion. Hate.
apparently, something that is 100% my fault. I spelled thief wrong.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I really apologize for that. This was a edit wise. This was a pretty quick turnaround for me, so I didn't have a bunch of spell check time. I do apologize for that. But you know, I don't care that much. There we go. Just curious, but are you two this upset about the game this much because you were hyped for it? Rich, were we hyped for this game?
I was curious about it. I wouldn't say I was hyped.
Sure.
Certainly wasn't hyped.
No, yeah, not hyped. I am a big fan of Aliens. If that means anything. Like, I'm a big fan of the world. Oh, that's right, this one. I'm a big fan of the world of Aliens. I really. Oh, okay, that's okay.
To answer the question we just answered in the chat, we just answered this. No, Alien Isolation is not immersive. I'm assuming it's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
Wait, what did they say? They said,
I wonder if Rich thought it. Yeah. On my brain, I'm so worked up, I didn't catch the sarcasm. So.
It's okay, Rich.
I've gotten worked up again about this game, and that's. So what did I interrupt you saying? Because I'm a jerk.
I don't know.
Okay.
Watch me not know.
Do you know lessons of life?
Apparently I don't, by the way. Apparently I don't know lessons of life. But oh yeah, no, I know lessons of life. Don't say anything if you're not going to say something nice, right? Is that the lessons of life?
Yes. And I completely ignore that.
Yeah.
Just say mean things because I want to.
No, and then, you know, the people who, there's also, you know, people who say like, oh, they're just being contrarian, you know, like they see that the game has good reviews, so they want to give it bad reviews. And it's like, we didn't read any reviews before playing the game.
I know.
2, we don't give a fuck. You know, we do not operate in a world in which we will ever talk to or meet other critics. Like, we are our own thing. You know, if other people say something, we don't care. We want to give our opinions on things. Oh well.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine.
You say that.
I do say that. Everything's gonna be fine, Rich.
The stream is talking about Doom 3 now.
You like Doom 3. I've never played Doom 3.
I do like Doom 3. It's probably that and Quake 4 are the last first-person shooters I've really enjoyed. I'd say Vanquish, but that's really third-person, I guess. It's a shooter, but... I don't go for your fancy modern-day regenerating health, quick dying, regenerating health stuff.
You don't like that?
Yeah. Doom 3 was a fine game. It's different than, you know, the earlier Dooms. It's trying to be a scary game, and it's actually I was talking with somebody on Steam about this. Doom 3 is much scarier than Alien Isolation.
Yeah?
Have you played it?
I have not played Doom 3.
Okay. There's a feeling of dread that runs.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, remember for a long time I did not have a PC capable of playing good games. So I'm pretty behind as far as the whole PC gaming thing is concerned. So now, go ahead. Doom 3 has dread.
It's got this creepy vibe that just runs throughout the whole game. The whole station you're on feels possessed even. It feels very unsettling to play it. Unlike Alien Isolation where you play it and it's like, oh, the alien. I like the alien. There's nothing scary about that. I like the Xenomorph. Aliens was a great movie. I'm so not scared. I like aliens.
That's the whole thing. Like,
Doom 3 was like, oh my god, what the fuck is in the dark with me? And I keep reading all these stories that people have left behind, the little data pads about terrible things that have been happening around the station.
That was, to me, that was some of your most valid criticism, was talking about the us knowing the world.
Yeah.
You know, and just like, we know everything about the alien world. We can't, there's no mystery, and that's part of where the fear comes from, is the mystery of like the unknown, discovering the world. But we know everything about that world, so there's no mystery. And of course, the game is targeted towards fans of the world that they already know. So perhaps the people who like this game are not fans. Yeah, if someone was playing this game and had never seen an alien movie, perhaps they would be more apt to get involved in the world because they don't know it. Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Nope. Nope. I don't know, Rich. Sometimes it's like, sometimes I feel very out of touch, and today is one of those times.
We're old men, Jack.
That's very true. We're old men. So yeah, maybe that. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing, Rich. We're old men, but yeah. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Rich, speaking of good stealth gameplay... Oh, wait, I scrolled up. Speaking of good stealth gameplay, like in Thief, what is your playstyle, Rich? I try to ghost whenever possible. I feel like I have failed a stealth game if I get caught by an enemy once. So my preferred method is just never be seen. If the guard even says, I see you, what? I feel like that's a small failure.
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you, Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, as far as a stealth game, like if you have to use like your knockout gas or whatever, I'm trying to think of the stealth gamey tropes, yeah, then you failed.
Like Mark of the Ninja, one of those guards goes in full alert, and he turns his gun at you.
Sure.
Fail. Even if you survive, it feels like I fucked that up.
Absolutely. Okay, I see what I have to do now. It's all right, everybody. Everybody who is very concerned. I see. I see what I have to do now. Yeah, Mark of the Ninja was great. We should do Mark of the Ninja for an episode just to play a good game.
we should stream it.
We should stream Mark of the Ninja. I agree, by the way. Let's do that. You want to do that on Wednesday? Have we decided what we're doing on Wednesday yet?
Well, I wanted you to play, because I think you'll like it, that 3D Dot Heroes.
3D Dot Heroes?
I keep telling you about it, and you forget about it every time I tell you about it.
Every single time, yep.
Every single time, yeah.
I do. You know why? I'm a very forgetful person.
It's like a modern-day classic Zelda game.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember you saying that now. Oh, fuck. I keep missing the jump button. That's a very important button in this game.
And then you'll hate it, and then we'll go on to something else.
That's most true. I hate.
Sorry. It seems like something I think you would like.
Sure. I like original Zelda. I'm really excited to play Zelda 2, by the way. I have not played... Oh, man, I'm fucking up. I have not played Zelda 2 since I was very, very young. And... you know what I was describing? I was describing to my wife, who's not a huge gamer, like the whole, like, what's the deal with Zelda 2? And I was, at first I called it the black sheep of the Zelda franchise, but then I was like, no, that's the CDI games. If you remember those awful things.
Those barely count, though.
Well, exactly.
I mean,
That's why they're the black sheep. because they don't count like everyone.
No, that's like the stepchild of Zelda. It's not those were never really Zelda games.
Sure,
The CDI ones.
sure.
2 was a full-fledged Zelda game, and it's so weird for a Zelda game.
It is. It
I'm
is.
wondering how I will feel about it as an adult because I'm not sure.
Well, that's my comparison with Zelda 2 was like Zelda 2 is that weird uncle who you remember being weird as a kid, but you're like maybe he's cool now. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm that's why I'm really excited to play Zelda 2 because it's been so long where it might be a great game and removed from the hype of the first Zelda, maybe it's awesome, you know. Uncle Zelda Paul, exactly. Where, you know, maybe it's cool. So that's why like, you know, with the Sonic episode, we started with a hypothesis
Yeah.
of you know, is it the most overrated game? Or I believe it's the most overrated game, right?
Yeah.
And so with this one, I want to start it with a question, which is it that bad?
Yeah.
You know, is it that bad? And I worry that the answer is going to be yes.
And then we confirmed what everybody already knew.
Yes.
That's the danger. But oh well, shit happens.
Exactly.
Now somebody's saying in the chat that we complained about Alien's difficulty and played it on easy.
No, we played it on normal.
Yeah, we played it on normal. The game just sucks. So go fuck yourself.
Also, go fuck yourself. Yeah, we played it on normal, and if the developers intended everyone to play it on hard, they should have made that the normal. If the correct experience in order to fully understand the brilliance that is Alien Isolation is hard, then that should have been the default play mode. You know, here's what I will concede to you, is it might be better. It might be better on hard. I just don't give a fuck. I've invested too much time into the Alien franchise. Get up there. Oh no, I'm not gonna. Oh, I did. Great. Sound reasoning, right?
Yeah.
I think it is. That has been my favorite stream of comments lately. Also, just speaking of YouTube comments, I do moderate our YouTube comments. And someone the other day on one of the live streams accused me of removing a comment that was unfavorable to us, like a criticism of us.
Yeah.
And I have never deleted a comment unless it was spam, you know. Check out my review of this whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or if it was blatantly racist. Those are the only two comments I've ever deleted.
Yeah.
There are, if you go to our YouTube channel, you will see tons of comments telling us how awful we are. Because I don't care. Like that, you can have that.
Especially you, Jack.
Oh,
You get so much shit.
It's true.
So much shit.
It's true. But I'm fine with it. Well, I'm not fine with it. I'm going to put up with it because this is my life. I haven't deleted so many racist comments. Actually, I want to take a moment and thank all of you who do comment. We don't get that many racist comments. But every once in a while,
Enough of them.
yes, we get enough of them where
Okay.
I feel like I have to moderate. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, fuck. I do this as fast as possible. Not taking my time. I hesitated, Rich. You know what happens when you hesitate? You lose. Oh, hey. That was game cheated.
Games always cheat.
Huh?
Games always cheat. That's why we don't like them.
What happened? Oh, did I win? That's true. You know what? The problem is I'm just not playing it right. Hey, suck it, Whitey. That's a racial slur, too. Do you get many speciest? Do we get many speciest comments?
I think that's a Mass Effect reference, Jack.
No, that's Theodore Rex.
Oh, it could be that too. Yeah, yeah.
That's funny. You know what that is? That's funny. Yes, I do look like an anorexic Moby. Thank you for noticing. Yes, by the way, like you'll see all the Moby comments. I leave it all. Leave it all because that kind of stuff is fine. You know, I think it's fine because that kind of stuff will not affect my daily life. But you know,
Have you grown fond of the Moby comments?
oh God, no. Listen, I get it. I'm a bald guy with glasses. I have a passing resemblance to the singer known as Moby. I get it.
I mean, I got used to fake Plinkett.
Uh-huh.
Some people might not even realize it, but when that started, that was not a positive, happy thing. Fake Plinkett. They hated fake Plinkett.
It was, you know what? It wasn't positive happy, but like it's not like they were, you know, they weren't making fun of you. They were upset. I don't know. Oh Jesus. Oh fuck. Yes. No. Fake Plinkett. There was a lot of hate toward you because you were not the Mr. Plinkett.
Yeah. Yeah.
and that hate manifested itself into like just hating on Rich Evans. Everyone loves you now. But for a while there. Oh fuck.
Jack, when was the last time you hated a game as much as Alien Isolation?
Ooh. Ooh. That's a good question, Rich.
I haven't hated a game this much since Mass Effect 3.
Oh my god. And for anyone
Mass Effect 3 mostly just made me feel sad and depressed. Mass Effect 3 was like, it's like hearing your best friend died of cancer. That was Mass Effect 3. This was Alien's Isolation is more just a purer form of hatred.
Listen, for anyone who knows you, which is everyone here in the stream, you've just signed Alien Isolation's death wish right there. Jesus. Yeah, this was real. I mean, this was bad.
Yes, Avianya, at least Mass Effect 3 was a game. Completely agree with that comment. At least it was a game.
Oh, can I get that? I can. Oh man. Oh man. It was. Alien Isolation. We tried. Is what it was. Yes. Oh, I see. I see how I'm going to do this. Great game. Super Meat Boy, fantastic game. 4-year anniversary tomorrow. Everybody play Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy is a game.
It is. It's a little bit frustrating. I don't.
You're not into it? You're not into Super Meat Boy?
I don't hate it.
Okay. It is. I mean, but it's
What the fuck? It's You Die a Lot, the game.
I just want to say, because I'm talking to Rich. So first of all, K-Gar, thank you for subscribing. We really super appreciate it. But because I'm talking to Rich via Skype, that sounded very similar to how he sounds in Skype. His what the fuck? And so I was like, oh my god, Rich, what just happened? So nice. this game is frustrating, but it's the rule set never changes, And so the levels get harder. It has a wicked difficulty curve, but a fair difficulty curve. Oh, fuck.
You should go for a no-death run. That's what somebody in the chat has said.
Absolutely, yes. We will stream until I die in Super Meat Boy.
This will be the shortest stream that
all right,
anybody
stream's
has ever
over.
had.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. Really appreciate it, and I guess we'll see you on Wednesday. Oh, fuck. I had it, Rich.
Yeah.
Had it.
Yeah.
Trying to think of where this, I've heard this voice before. The announcer voice for Super Meat Boy sounds very familiar. I can't quite place it.
I can't.
I know it from somewhere. Does someone in the chat know who this announcer is?
What was that? Did you just cough up a hairball?
That's what the voice sounds like.
Like woof 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 woof? Woof?
Never mind. Someone will say it.
Okay.
Oh fuck. Not paying attention. Jack's not paying attention. Got it. Nice. Oh, you know who it sounds like? It sounds like the guy who does, what's his name? Nice Peter, who does the epic rap battles.
Yeah, somebody in the chat just said that. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There we go. That's exactly who it sounds like. Oh, fuck. Is that him? Did they say it is him?
Somebody, well, I don't know if they said it's him. Somebody just said epic rap battles of history, and they didn't say it's him. They just said epic rap battles of history.
That's exactly what it sounds like. Have you ever seen any of the epic rap battles of history?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not a fan?
Not really.
All right. No, that's fair. Fuck.
I've seen a couple of them, and I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying I do. You know what? I do not subscribe to epic rap battles of history. For that exact reason, because I get it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see that on a weekly basis. But when one comes across my desk, and it's two people that I enjoy, if it's something in nerd culture, it's like, okay, I know it's going to be quality. It's going to be a quality rap and have some jokes in it. I like that. Oh fuck. So it sounds a lot like Nice Peter, who I believe that's his name. So we're gonna say it's him because we have that power. Oh fuck! We have that power just to say whatever the fuck we want. Damn it. Tick, the birthday boy.
Have you guys ever considered doing a best of the worst? That is, revisiting past winners to evaluate them against each other. The problem with that is it would just be a clip show. And with the internet, clip shows are completely pointless because you can just click on old episodes whenever. And then we could rewatch them again, but we've already seen them. We could talk about them again, but pretty much we've said what we want to say about it in the original episode, so there's not much point in doing it.
That's the real thing. We have talked about it.
Yeah.
But that's the real thing. What else are we going to say besides what we already said, and you can't get our reactions again?
I even had a name for it.
Yeah?
I wanted to do it like a bracket style competition during March. Pit all the winners against each other, and it would be called March Badness.
Nice. March Badness. That's why you make the big bucks.
It wouldn't work, ultimately.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be tough. It would be tough because it wouldn't be fresh. And then the entire episode would just be like saying, like I said last time, this.
Yeah, yeah.
This one doesn't. Oh, that's a okay. Fuck. That's a chainsaw. You know what I really love about the chat is when someone tries to write an emoticon and just writes the name instead of actually like the emoticon.
Yeah.
I just saw like in the chat prereq G's, and it's like that's funny. Someone wanted to write G's, but didn't. Ooh, we should have a fart bar. Maybe a fart bar emoticon.
Do you guys plan to have guest on prereq?
We do not plan on it, but if it happens, it happens.
If Casey Hudson wants to come on the show, I'll call him an asshole for 20 minutes.
Who's Casey Hudson?
Mass Effect.
Was he the writer? Or
It'll one question. What were you thinking?
did he write Mass Effect or?
I know he had a large hand in the ending. Yeah, he was like the big producer behind it.
What?
What
did
were
you
you
do?
thinking?
What did you do? Oh fuck.
I wouldn't mind talking to like Tim Schafer would be fun, I imagine.
Maybe.
But we'd have to ask the hard questions too.
What's the hard question?
Like financially, what the fuck are you doing?
Like, we'll ask the hard questions like, you should get a business manager.
Yeah.
Like, dear Tim Schafer, you should hire someone to tell you no.
I'd like to find out if was it Space-Based DF-21 was a scam.
Oh,
I don't know that it was, but this is something to ask. That would be interesting. Hear what he has to say about it.
I'm sure. You know what? I'm absolutely sure it's not a scam. It's another one of his ideas that just. Actually, that might not even be one of his ideas.
Well, somebody in his team, somebody in his company.
On his team's ideas, and
It wasn't working. It wasn't selling enough.
yeah.
And you know, like that's the whole point of early access, though. And so your smaller companies don't go under completely when a game fails. You know, rather than spending, I don't know how much fucking money, but like all of your company's money making one game that's gonna fail, you can kind of get a sense if it's gonna fail beforehand, and then you're still in business.
Sure.
Like you know, if they had early access 15 years ago, Looking Glass Studios might have made the next couple Thief games.
Yeah. I'm with you. How do I A+ this level?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't fucking know.
you know what? Good point, Rich.
I'm just
There we
happy
go.
if I finish the level.
I did it. I A+'d it. There was one I did though. The one before this I didn't A+. We gotta do that. Fuck. Yeah, Tim Schafer would be tough, just because. I don't know. That guy don't give a fuck. Oh fuck. He's making games. He's fine. I do. Well, when episode 2 of the adventure game comes out, maybe we'll do it as an episode.
When it's done, I would wait till it's. Is it going to be 2 or 3 episodes? How many?
I thought they were just putting it out as 2, but they could
They
have
might.
it out into 3.
They might.
3. Who knows?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I actually own it. It's in my library, but I'm holding off. I don't want to play the first half of an adventure game and be stuck with a 2-year cliffhanger. You know?
You convinced me of that, by the way. I am a backer of the adventure game.
Yeah.
Because I already did this level. I don't need to do this. Because, by the way, the exits map, watching the behind the scenes has been 100% worth the Kickstarter. Like watching them make the game has been so much fun. Is probably going to be more fun than the actual game. But you convinced me to wait until the whole thing is done and play the whole thing, and I really appreciate that. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, it's just sitting there waiting for me.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I, there are games that I really love, and I would love to talk to them. Like, for example, the people who made Super Meat Boy and Binding of Isaac.
Yeah.
Edmund McMillan, Tommy Rafanes, who did all the programming. Like, I would love to sit down and have a chat with them just because I love their game so much. And so it's just like, tell me your secrets. How do you make things awesome? You know? That's my only question is, how do you make things awesome? I've listened. I see someone in the chat saying, "Our God, Gabe Newell," and I've heard interviews with him, and I think he's kind of boring. He is a fine God and a benevolent God, but he's not. I don't think he is interested in geeking out about the things that we want him to geek out about. And I don't play Dota 2, which is the only thing he would geek out about. So.
Somebody's saying Jake Solomon. He's the guy who did the new XCOM.
Ooh, sure. Was he a programmer or writer?
This is the guy in charge, kind of the lead,
Sure.
project lead.
Project lead. All right, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or really, just anyone. I would be interested in anyone who made a game that I like. Just talking with them about like how you make a game. I know so little about the making of games. Like oh fuck, I'm gonna fuck up. Like especially things like especially things like platformers where I feel like the controls are super tight. Where it's like, how did you refine that? How much did you have to play to make sure that my play experience was fantastic?
Like I don't know if I'm assuming you know nothing about Jake Solomon. That's my assumption.
Yeah, that is a good assumption and a correct assumption.
He was a super huge fan of the original XCOM, and he actually quit whatever his major was and got into game development in college because he loved the original XCOM. And he just kind of ended up getting his dream job, which was making a new XCOM.
Oh my god, that's great.
There's a horribly interesting article out there. I forget what website it's on, but the article's called The Making of Jake Solomon, and he just talks about his experiences with XCOM. And he actually tried to make this game like twice and failed for Firaxis.
Really?
Like there's like a beta version of new XCOM that's just supposedly terrible.
Fuck, just die. Just die, meat boy. Well, see, yeah, and like having a conversation with him where it's just like talking. I think that would be super interesting, just talking about the failure of the beta.
Yeah.
It's just like, how were you able to convince them to let you start over? How did you know it was a failure? What made that not right for you? That would be super interesting. So yeah, let's get him. Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Tim Schafer, Jake Solomon,
Edmund McMillan.
Super, yep.
Great.
Yeah, make it happen.
Absolutely. It's totally going to happen. It's totally going to happen right away. Because, they're not busy. Fuck, just die already. Just die already, me boy. Getting a little... I might need a donut. This is a very real thing.
Did you hurt your butt? What?
Did I hurt my butt?
I think I had the donut to sit on. Never mind.
No, that was funny.
No. Don't patronize me.
No, it was fine. It was fine. No, my eating schedule has been crazy off today, and so it's like I feel like I'm feeling a little Captain Low Blood Sugar.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm like, is this some kind of Super Meat Boy thing I don't know about? Like, you get donuts in this game?
That'd be great. No, I'm just feeling like my arms are feeling a little weak, so I was like, nah, I'm gonna go get a donut. I go get a donut after I beat this boss level. We'll see. We'll see.
Chat wants to know about a prereq set.
Well, you know who you should ask about that is Mr. Rich Evans. Rich has a prereq set coming along.
Well, it's coming along fine when I don't have to stop for Best of the Worst or Space Comp or whatnot, and
Or
the
streaming.
problem is the
Or...
problem is I pick something that would take a long time to do in the first place, and then things keep coming up and I can't work on it. So the stuff you saw in the background of the episode before that, yeah, that would have been involved with a prereq set. Yes.
Yes. You figured it out, hopefully. You guys are smart people. I'm sure you figured it out. Oh my god, what the fuck do I have to... Oh, I see now. Okay. I figured it out. Yeah, we're working on it. Not, you know...
I am ashamed it has not happened yet.
I mean, you should be.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're working
Next
on it.
episode, we're gonna film in the bathroom.
Here's the real thing you... Oh, what are you doing over there? Chad. Here's the real thing you need to know about this last episode. We obviously just film wherever we can in the studio. Because we are we're the redheaded stepchild of Red Letter Media. But we have the studio all to ourselves because Mike and Jay were out filming some Best of the Worst stuff. The only problem is the studio has a tin roof, and it was raining like a motherfucker. So even though we could have filmed in the studio... What the... Chad. Even though we could have filmed in the studio area, it was raining so hard that it sounded like a jet engine in there. So we had to film in the kitchen again. And for anyone who noticed how my camera angle starts to look a little funny, because the Mike and Jay had taken all of the tripods, so my camera angle is my DSLR attached to a monopod.
With duct tape.
Taped to a hand truck. DSLR on a monopod, duct taped to a hand truck, because that's all we have. So, that's why it looks a little funny.
That's why you can see the tripod in Jack's shot
Yes.
at times, because the duct tape, like slower than we noticed, was giving way, and the camera was actually slowly panning.
It's true.
So that, Jack actually framed that shot right
Yes.
at first.
And the really fun game is you can go back and see where I edited, where parts of the conversation were earlier is where it's framed correctly, and parts of the conversation that were later have more tripod leg in them. So if you want to have an insight into where we actually talked about stuff in our conversation, you can look at that edit. But, I mean, it was a good improvisation. We just didn't have another tripod, Because Mike and Jay took all of them, the greedy bastards. They took all of their tripods. How dare they? Those horrible assholes.
Rich, any thoughts on Superior Spider-Man? I have not been in a comic book store in 5 years. I only know the premise.
What's Superior Spider-Man?
Doc Ock successfully took over Peter Parker's body.
Oh.
And then Peter Parker was like dead for a short time, and I think they've undone it by now, but basically for I want to say like a year or more, Spider-Man was Doc Ock in Spider-Man's body.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
That's all I know.
That sounds cool. Sounds cool, I guess. Oh.
Rich, you gonna play the Gabriel Knight remake or the upcoming Grim Fandango remake? I can't speak much on Gabriel Knight, but I heard something. Some people probably won't mind, but the Grim Fandango remake is not a remake; it's a remastering. So it's like there's. I'm not as excited about it because I can already get the original to run on my computer.
Hmm.
So I'm not as geeked out as I was when I first heard about the remake
Hmm.
because it's not a remake; it's just the exact same thing I already own.
But better.
There are third-party programs that'll get it to run. I imagine they might dick around with the controls or something, but
Sure. Maybe it'll look better. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh my god. It was. We had a funny mic thing when you said we'll see. All right, hold on. I'm gonna pause the game. I'm gonna run a commercial and I'm gonna get a donut. That's a very important thing. These are some very important things that are about to happen. So, Rich, if I can keep your mic on and you can just talk to everybody.
Mute me too. I might take a bathroom break or something.
Okay. Well, then we are going to take. Here, I'll go like that. We're gonna take a break, and we'll be back
Oh.
in a little bit.